everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be looking at the messages for the next 3 months, so from July to September, for the sign of Cancer. Now Cancer, while I was shuffling your cards, I heard the Celine Dion song, A New Day Has Come. So we're really focusing on that line right there, and that's a message for you. But also, when I have all your cards out, and you do have a lot of cards, I was kind of thinking, okay, where do I start? And normally when I'm reading, even if I don't have the full message, I know exactly where to start. Like my intuition tells me, all right, this is where we're focusing on right now, Jenna. But with yours, it's like I'm a little I guess overwhelmed would be the word. There's just so much to start with. I don't know. Some of you, some of you may be feeling that you're stuck, or maybe because you don't know where to start. You have the All Tied Up card, and you also have the Eight of Swords card. So to me, this is us feeling stuck to something, but something that maybe it's more mentally that we feel stuck. We're not necessarily actually stuck. And my guys always say, you're never truly stuck because there's always going to be a way out, they're saying. Okay? But then you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Attachment card in reverse. And the vibes that I'm getting from these cards is like, we're walking away. We have walked away. They want me to correct myself. We have walked away from what no longer serves us, all right? From our past. So for those of you who are thinking, okay, I'm still stuck in this, you're not. And I can understand why you might feel that, because I have felt that myself. What is happening right now, or things are coming to the surface to be released and let go. So it's like all of those things that have happened, all those feelings or experiences are coming up to be let go of, but also for us to learn our lesson. I said that kind of in a negative way, but I don't mean it in a negative way. My guides have been showing me where they're saying where you may have went wrong in the past, but we're not doing that again, dear girl, they're saying. So formal. But what they've been showing me, especially recently, with these feelings. So it's like, I know that I'm a different person. I know that. But the things that I've been doing have been old Jenna, right? Past Jenna. And they're like, don't worry about it because this is for a reason. So I've been learning, okay, I always felt like I had trouble manifesting things. Like I believed in manifestation. I believed in it for everyone but myself, because even though I have manifested things in my life, manifesting, say, love or that sort of thing, yeah, I just thought, you know, I'm just one of these people that can't do this. And and they're saying, Jenna, and they're showing me in my life that I couldn't manifest something because my focus was so scattered. Okay? This could be part of your reading because there were so many different messages that for some of you, maybe your focus has been scattered. So for example, if you are wanting to bring in the love of your life, bring in your divine counterpart, whoever they are, what I'm learning is if I'm out there dating and talking to a bunch of people, especially with online dating, your focus is spread out, right? So you may be looking for, they say, it depends on the person. For my case, so this is just an example from my life, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. But there's so many people online dating, and you know, we may receive so many messages or be talking to so many people, and it's like our focus is scattered, right? So what they would show me is, say you meet someone and maybe they're not 100% exactly what you're looking for, right? But then you're kind of thinking in your mind how you would compromise in your life with them, right? So maybe it's trying to figure out in your head how you can make this work with their work schedule, or maybe they live a little longer distance, doing that. And they're saying there's nothing wrong with that, but then you might be talking to another person and doing the same thing, right? So this is just an example. It's the same thing if you were looking for a job and then trying to figure out how is this going to fit in my life, but you have a bunch of opportunities and possibilities, okay? So that's what they're saying. It's really good for us to be specific on what we want. So if you have a list of how you want someone to make you feel in a relationship, and they're saying feel, yeah, focus on the feeling. How do you want someone to make you feel? And then you're meeting these people and it's like, oh, I'm not feeling that. They're not making me feel this. Maybe you feel like they're not giving you enough attention and that sort of thing. Then we know, okay, that's not the person for me. That's our intuition telling us, nope. Okay? And it doesn't mean that person can't be that. Maybe they were distracted or anything, but they're saying, listen to those red flags. Listen to those red flags, Jenna, they're saying, and no. So it's okay to go online dating. They're saying it's okay to look for a bunch of jobs, but when one doesn't feel right, that's when we cut it. Now I know why they're showing me the X today. We cut that out. We're weeding that out so that we can still stay focused. But they're saying, in the other case, when we're focusing on maybe, okay, how would our life look with a couple of different people? It doesn't work out, right? Okay. Same thing if you have a bunch of ideas of what you want to do in your life. So if you have a bunch of different careers, it's not going to manifest if we're not laser focused. So they're saying take time to make sure that you know what you want, okay? And then once you figure that out, and there's nothing wrong with taking time for that. They're showing me the word reflection. They keep saying this in all of the readings. This is a brilliant time, they're saying, to reflect on what it is that you desire so that we don't have this scattered focus, all right? So that might be why some of you are feeling stuck right now, because there's so many options, especially now after going through all of this and healing and seeing that there's infinite possibilities for us, right? And what we can be, do, or have. So that opens things up even wider, and it's like, okay, well, what is it that I want? What is it? So, yeah, they're bringing my attention to this card, the Hunter card. It says, track down your fears and desires. Okay? This is really important right now. So yes, tracking down our desires. What is it that we want? But the fears part is really important. They're saying some of you may be experiencing a lot more fears lately. I have been. Maybe like a month ago, I felt really confident in where I was going and what I was doing. And now I notice myself feeling less confident, maybe talking to men, or definitely feeling less confident and moving towards opening up my business and everything like that. And they're saying, you actually aren't. This is just fears that are coming up to be released, but also to let you know that they're there, right? To show you how far you have come, if that makes sense. So for me, having those fears come up, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember this. And they're like, do you see now, Jenna, why you haven't moved forward much in your life? Because those fears have held you back. And they've even showed me someone saying something, not even that bad, but something kind of negative against how I was feeling, and how that kind of shut me right down. So if you are experiencing more fears right now, don't view it as being a bad thing. This is coming out to release. So acknowledge it and let's release it, okay? Okay, so you had the recovery card come out, and I'm definitely feeling that. This is talking about that, our angels and guides really helping us to release that crud that's stuck within us that needs to be released so that we can move forward, right? So I know with me, I'm like, okay, I've already been through this. We've done this. Let's move forward. And they're like, yes, yes, but my guides always say something and they go, but in this case, we need to be able to see things in a different way. So when we're learning this lesson, like, okay, me realizing, oh, I've never really been able to find maybe love online or that sort of thing, or find the person that I was looking for because I was so scattered. And they were saying, well, a couple of years ago, Jenna, you weren't even looking for what you truly desire. You were looking for what you thought you wanted or thought you needed, right? So our vision is getting clearer. And this is helping us to be able to attain what it is that we truly desire. Because once we can figure that out, then it's like, okay, without these limitations and with that clear vision, you are unstoppable. And I love that. Okay. Oh, okay. I love these cards came out together. You have the Rescuer card, came out sideways, but you also have the Visionary card. And to me, so there's a hole in the middle there if I'm hitting that. And then she's got a little circle there. To me, this fits in here, right? It's like a missing piece of the puzzle. So, but these two together are perfect. This is perfect, they're saying, because once you know what you want and you start focusing on it, nothing can stop you. Now you also have some of you, and this is me included, if we are focusing on manifestation, maybe we weren't as successful in the past because we weren't speaking to our angels and guides and asking them for help and guidance. And they say you don't necessarily need to for manifestation, but sometimes if you want to go somewhere and we have those mental limitations where it's like, okay, I want to do this, but I have no clue where the heck I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do this. They're saying that's when you speak to us, because you do have a few cards that are talking about speaking. All right. So they made my voice a little weird at the beginning. So I knew we were going to be talking about communication. So communicating with our angels and guides, hey, this is what I desire, and can you please help me achieve this? What's the next step? However it is that you want to say it, okay? And that's super, super important. So if you're feeling like, okay, I already kind of know what I want, and I've asked my angels and guides, they're saying, don't worry, it's coming. We just need to release these things kind of first, which is annoying. It's super annoying, very frustrating. But these gifts are totally coming because you, Cancer, you have, to me, this card is being given gifts from our angels and guides from the universe. You also have the expansion card. To me, in this card, it's talking about you have been creating something, especially with the pregnant belly. To me, that's all about creation. So it could be creating a business, creating this new life for yourself. You've already been doing it. You've been working on it. With me, I've been focusing on, over this past year, the kind of house that I want, how I want it to look, focusing on the relationship that I want to have, what kind of life do I want to have with this man, right? So whatever this is for you, it could be so many different things. You have already been working on it and you might not even realize it, they're saying, okay? But it's, to me, in this image, she's full term. Like, she could have her baby at any moment, right? So, and there's this kind of golden light that is being put around her belly. So to me, it's like them helping us to make this come into fruition. I also felt with the joy card and the blessings card, it's like we are being showered with blessings. We are being showered with gifts and happiness. All right. Everything that we have been desiring, it's coming. So don't you worry about it. And finally, you have the spring card that says, see your seeds grow. You already planted these seeds, they're saying. You can still plant more, and that's what they're talking about, moving on to this next stage. So I know with me, I was like, okay, but I thought I was already planting these seeds, but now that I feel that, okay, we're going into something new, and I have to kind of relearn or redo these things, and I was just so frustrated, and they're like, no, Jenna, no, you've already been working on these things. The next stages of some of the other things that I've been working on, you know, we can figure out what it is that I want and make that happen. But they're saying, don't think for a second that what you have been thinking about or desiring and being consistent about for this past year isn't going to come to fruition, because it is. So that is a message for some of you out there who have been having a difficult time with that, because I know I have. All right? We're closing out a cycle. We're closing out a whole different book. So, and they're singing the song Closing Time by Semisonic in my head, because that's what a message that they gave me, where this is us closing that chapter. When it happens, it's kind of up to us, right? In that example with Closing Time, you know what? They're making me feel like the song is, you know how when a song's ending and maybe there's a DJ, or when you were at like your 8th grade dance and then they just kind of like turn the volume down a little bit and slowly fade it out. That's what I'm feeling. It's closing time, right? So this ending is here. So do not fear, this ending is here, they want me to say. Yeah, a new beginning. Okay. Okay, so you do have the Direction Guardian, choose your path. To me, again, like you probably already know a chunk of what it is that you want to be, do, or have, right? But now with this new awareness, you do have the Higher Perspective card, the Eagle card, with this new awareness and this opening up of potentialities and possibilities for us, just from our mental capacity. Like for me, I never thought I could even do this. Even though I did it in my room for just myself, I never thought that I could do this for another person. And I'm starting to see that more and more of my gifts and my abilities are coming out. And that's what they're saying here is, even though you have an idea of where you want to be, more is going to open up for you, right? So choose your path. And especially with the amount of animals and angels on this card, to me it's just like there's so many different things that you could do, so many different opportunities opening up for you. They like to rhyme, sorry. Like you have the Poverty card that came out sideways, but you also have the House card, and it's a very fancy house. So they're saying you could go from being in poverty or basically, there's a way to say this and I'm drawing a blank. Making ends meet. There we go. Thank you. You may be going from that to having a bunch of money where you can buy that dream house. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. Like my dream house is a little farmhouse. But just to show you how different your life will be or can be. Okay? So some of you might not be feeling that you're ready just yet. And they're saying that's okay. You do have the You're Ready card. I've been getting this a couple of times for different readings. They're saying we are ready for the next step, but it's just mentally we need to catch up. So when we're getting these epiphanies and everything, it's like, whoa, okay. But our brain needs to catch up a little bit. Our brain needs to catch up with all the work that we have been doing over the past however long, right? And that's okay. You know, if you don't feel 100% ready yet to move forward, don't worry about it. Because this is your life. We move at your pace, they're saying. Again, take this time to write in your journal about what it is that you want. They're saying what you've experienced too. Making note of how far you have come. That keeps coming up. How far we have come. So if we are making note of the feelings that are coming up right now and just remembering, wow, that's how I used to feel. And I keep getting that. And I think, well, no freaking wonder I was depressed. No freaking wonder I couldn't move forward, because how could I even accomplish anything when I was thinking those things or feeling those things? And they're saying, exactly, Jenna. So be gentle with yourself, because, that's why you have the compassion card. Be compassionate with yourself about what you have experienced, of all the things that you have been through. Some of them you may not, what's the word I want to use? They kind of showing me you may have been ashamed of, but they're saying just think about all that you have been through, okay? I know it's hard, especially, like, I don't feel that you're dwelling on it, and they're saying, no, we're not dwelling on that anymore, but there's a lot coming up that helps us understand ourselves, understand why things had happened, even understanding other people who may have hurt us. There's a lot coming to the surface right now. So they're saying don't feel like you have to rush out and make something happen. We're not doing that anymore. Remember, we are balanced. So balancing the masculine and the feminine energies. We're still taking action, but we're listening to our intuition. And if we're not feeling ready right now, that's okay. You're listening to your intuition. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I know personally, I'm feeling like a little bit that I need to get my butt in gear. I need to get out there and make more money and do this and that. And they're saying, Jenna, that's old feelings, remember? But it's not as strong. It's not as strong. Have you been experiencing this where these feelings have come up and maybe you have cried about them to release them, but these feelings aren't as strong? They don't have that hold on us. They want to bring my attention to the Sweet Treat card. I knew we'd talk about the cycle with this. With me, food was my comfort. It was a way for me to not feel feelings anymore. Especially being an empath, I had no idea. So I would always eat to kind of make myself feel better after maybe being out with people. Eating was my way of coping, they're saying. Just say coping, Jenna. Because there's so many different reasons why I would overeat, right? And recently, that came up again in a way where my parents had bought a lot of desserts, and one of them was cake, and Jenna can't say no to cake. Not very often do I say no to cake. I love cake. It's probably one of my favorite foods. So I overindulged a bit with cake, and I just kind of thought to myself, why am I doing this? It's not helping me. I don't feel good about it. It doesn't even, like, even though it tasted good, it wasn't satiating, wasn't satisfying, whatever it is that you want to say. Because it's hard to describe these feelings. But I just thought, oh, you know, I got to get out of this. And they're saying, and the next day you did. Easy peasy, because these are not deep set feelings anymore, or deep set habits or cycles. You've worked through them. We've worked through them. So if you have been feeling that, maybe you've been experiencing the same thing, where something that you're one of your coping mechanisms, whether it's binge watching TV or alcohol, no, I don't think it would be alcohol, no. But maybe something, maybe burying even they're showing me like burying your face in a book and just, and doing that. Whatever it was that was our coping mechanisms, those are being released too. Or habits, because you definitely you have the bad health card, and to me they're focusing on the nurse. So for those of you who are people pleasers or caregivers, you know, helping people, but it's like there wasn't a balance. There wasn't a balance of you taking care of yourself, right? Or a balance in equal give and take. Not necessarily with the same person, but in some cases with relationships, yes. Okay? So we're breaking through the cycle, and this is, correct yourself, Jenna. We've broken the cycle of putting others first. That's a better way to put it. Thank you. We are now putting ourselves first, but realizing that that is not a selfish thing, because we need to take care of ourselves first so that we have the energy, the capacity to be able to take care of other people, okay? So whatever this was for you, whether it's eating, whether it's distracting yourself with online dating, they're making me feel with text. That was me, by the way. Me. Or focusing more of our energy on helping others, but not as much on ourselves. Whatever that is, it's done. Can we still online date and it to be healthy? Yes. Can we still eat sweet treats or whatever kind of foods that we used to eat and still be healthy? Yes. Can we still take care of other people? Yes. In moderation. All balanced. Okay? This message is all over the place. I'm sorry. It's all over the place. And that's how you might be feeling right now, they're saying. You might be feeling this right now, that you are scattered, that you are feeling that you are, you've kind of slid back a bit, that there might be a lot going on and nothing going on at the same time. It's kind of a weird time, they're saying. It's a strange time, but it's very beneficial for you, so please have faith in that, okay? We are helping you to give back your power, to get back your power. That's what they're saying. That's what they're making me feel with the big lightning bolt here, all right? They are helping us to get our power back. And that's going to be different for all of us, but they're kind of making me feel just, how do I want to word this? card. You have the Knight card, be brave and honest. To me, it's like he's brave, but he's being peaceful. He's not fighting. Even though he has a sword, he's not fighting. We're not fighting anymore to get what we want, to get what we desire, to get what we need. It's going to come to us a lot easier, they're saying. Probably easier than you are even imagining. And they're saying me. Like, even what I've got in my head, they're saying, like, we can't even make you feel how much easier. That was not a proper sentence. But how easily these things will flow to you. Okay? So, you have the Sage card, be devoted and committed. Same thing that we've been talking about. Whatever it is that you desire, whoever it is that you want to help in the world, whether you want money, love, friendship, anything, stay committed to the process. Stay focused on what it is that you desire. And it will come to you. Okay? So, asking our angels and guides. All right. Also, you have to look for a sign card. So to me, this is about then sending us signs. Most likely the thing in the back of her head, like, I should do this or I should do that. Or it could be that you notice something in the newspaper or online that draws your attention, whatever it is, okay? But with the Destiny card, they're making me feel that they are conspiring to help us any way that we need it. Anything you want, you got it. They like singing that song to me for this. Okay, so there's definitely some happiness coming in. You do have the Sun card. To me, that's one of the best in the deck for the tarot. To me, this is like everything that brings you happiness and joy coming to you. For those of you who are looking for love, I feel that this person has been praying for you too, and they're saying they have. Okay, if you're looking for your divine counterpart, if you're wanting to bring in that special relationship, that love, this person is praying for you too. And they're saying, when the two of you are focusing on each other, bringing each other in, that is a powerful, powerful thing. More powerful than we'll ever know, they're saying. Okay? But with the Broken Heart card, they're actually making me feel like two hearts are coming together. If there's been heartbreak in the past, you've mended it, right? You might be releasing some stuff from it right now, and that's a good thing. But yeah, they're bringing my attention to the number on this card. It's a number 9. To me, 9s are like just at the end of the cycle, right? Because 10's the end and also the new beginning. So I do feel that there are people, relationships coming together. And they've told me this. They said, Jenna. This summer and going past summer, because they're showing me like September to December, a lot of divine counterparts, whether that's twin flames, soulmates, what have you, are coming together. Okay, you have the Page of Cups, so to me that's somebody offering you some love. We do have the message card that came out in reverse. To me, this is potential energy. This is energy that can happen and will happen, they're saying, if you speak it into existence and keep focused on it, right? And you also have the Lover's card. To me, the Lover's card, this is the person that you can be yourself with, your true self. Be very vulnerable, open, honest with them. And it's a very deep, committed, loving relationship, okay? So that is there for you, all right? Any other messages? So the general message that I've been receiving, actually, like, this message has basically been for every single sign right now, and they're saying that's because it's really important right now. But all they're saying is right now, just do what makes you feel good, right? What do you feel like you want to do today? What do you feel that you need to do today? And by need, I mean, does your body need rest? Does your body need some healthy foods? Does your body need movement? You've got movement. You've also got sing, so definitely have some fun, right? My guides keep telling me, lighten up, Jenna. Lighten up. It can be difficult. It can be, but even if you just turn on the radio and sing a little bit, that can help us raise our vibrations and make us feel better, right? Because this has been kind of heavy energy, a little intense, not as bad as maybe we have thought. I know with me, because it's not as deep anymore, those feelings, it doesn't hurt as bad, but it's still mentally, I'm like, oh, this is not good. I don't want to feel this, right? They also have the build strength card. So some of you, maybe just working out is going to make you feel better. They say it's going to be different for all of you. They want me to also show that she has the third eye right up here. So just really listen to your intuition right now about what it is that would be beneficial for you. So some of you may be feeling, okay, it's time to take action, and maybe it is for you. For some of you, you just need to take this time to rest and recharge. Maybe make yourself some cupcakes, you know, whatever it is that you feel is going to benefit you right now. Take time for that, okay? But they want me to say, reflect. Reflect on these things that are coming up, because they're coming up for a reason. So whether they're feelings of rejection, there's so many different things that it could be. Whatever it is that's coming up for you, even these cycles that we've closed out, what are we learning from it? Okay? What are we learning from it? That's a good thing for me to do too. They're saying it's a good thing for all of us to do, right? Okay. Okay, Cancer. And this was your reading for the next 3 months. Let me know if it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm really excited because this is a new journey, right? So really, I know it's hard with the energies, but really try to embrace it and find the joy in it, they're saying. And I know I have to do that for myself as well, but it will get easier, they're saying, okay? All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.